Megan rushed to hospital in Coronation Street as Eva edges closer to the disturbing truth. The new arrival, a sports coach, is secretly exploiting 16-year-old Will. Megan has persuaded him that they're genuinely in love, leaving Will completely unaware of the abuse taking place. Megan controls every aspect of the situation, forcing Will to meet her in secret and lie to his father, Ben Driscoll, and stepmother, Eva Price, about his whereabouts. The Driscoll family believes Megan is simply mentoring Will and helping him develop his athletic potential. However, everything shifted last week when Megan realized she was pregnant. In tonight's episode, Will spotted Megan leaving the pub's ladies' toilets, looking anxious. She soon told him that she had started bleeding. The pair quickly made their way to the hospital, unaware that members of Will's own family were also on their way to A&E. Eva and Maggie Driscoll arrived at the hospital because Ben Driscoll was suffering from heart palpitations. Eva then came across Will in the waiting area and immediately began talking about his dad. With no reason to suspect anything, Will had to think fast and claimed he'd rushed over after hearing Eva's voice message. Megan wasn't with him at that moment, so Eva focused solely on guiding Will to another part of the hospital while they waited for updates on Ben's condition. Later on, Will tracked Megan down in a ginnel where she told him the baby was unharmed and that the bleeding was simply light spotting. She gave him a copy of the scan, and Will smiled. Although the idea of becoming a father at just 16 clearly overwhelms him, he appears prepared to face the future with Megan, still completely oblivious to the grim reality of her actions. As this unsettling storyline unfolds, the question remains, how long will it take before other residents of Weatherfield begin to question the relationship between Megan and Will? Executive producer Kate Brooks has spoken about the wider impact Megan's storyline will have once the truth comes out, affecting major characters such as Leanne, her sister Toya Battersby, and Sam Blakeman. She said, "This is only the beginning, and we'll be following the Megan and Will story very closely. It's a crucial storyline to explore, and we're committed to telling it honestly. As it develops, Sam will become drawn into the situation. He has connections to the pub family and may start to sense that something isn't right. We'll see just how far Megan is willing to go to manipulate Sam into staying silent, and the consequences for Sam's well-being will be severe." Coronation Street's Carla Connor hit with a run of brutal realities as Swarla split deepens. Carla Connor faced a barrage of uncomfortable home truths about her on-again, off-again romance with DS Lisa Swain during Tuesday night's episode of Coronation Street. For more than a year, the underworld boss had been romantically involved with the detective and had gradually taken on a maternal role in Lisa's teenage daughter Betsy's life. The pairing quickly became a fan favorite online, affectionately dubbed Swarla, but their long-awaited engagement unraveled dramatically when Lisa's wife Becky, believed to have died on duty in 2021, suddenly resurfaced, having been hidden away as part of a corrupt police conspiracy. In a twisted bid to reunite her family, Becky abducted Carla, first imprisoning her in a wardrobe before transferring her to a shipping container. Carla was eventually located by DC Kit Green, and the storyline escalated into a major crash during the show's crossover with Emmerdale, which ultimately led to Becky's arrest and jail sentence. Following the ordeal, Carla decided she could never reunite with Lisa after discovering she had slept with Becky while Carla was being held captive, although Roy Cropper later attempted to persuade her to reconsider. In the latest episode of the world's longest-running soap, Roy was quietly marking the anniversary of his wife Haley's death, who passed away in 2014. During their conversation, he urged Carla to reflect on the fact that life is too short if she truly wanted to rebuild her relationship with Lisa. Just as Carla was on the verge of knocking at number 6, Tracy Barlow appeared and delivered some cutting remarks. "Don't tell me you're thinking of giving her another shot?" Tracy asked, prompting Carla to fire back. "Blimey, where did you pop up from? It's not Halloween already, is it?" Unfazed by the jibe, Tracy pressed on, saying, "I never imagined Carla Connor would go sprinting back to someone who stitched her up. Fair play to Lisa, though. She must be incredible in bed. Well, she must be good at something, because she's rubbish at her actual job. She didn't realize her wife was alive. She didn't know you'd been kidnapped. Still, she must have some hold over you, because she hasn't just turned you. She's turned you into a doormat. An enraged Carla snapped, "You've got 2 seconds before I march down that path and rip your head off," causing Tracy to grin as she caught a glimpse of the fierce Carla she'd known for years. Later, Betsy spoke to her mom in the bistro and admitted she'd spotted Carla heading toward the house from her bedroom window, only for her to disappear before Betsy could get downstairs. Lisa chose to see this as a positive sign, and with a newly released trailer teasing Swarla's future on the cobbles following the fallout from Corriedale, viewers flooded social media with praise for the exchange between Tracy and Carla. One fan commented, "I'm so glad Tracy finally said what needed to be said. Carla has completely lost herself since getting involved with the Swains. She's put Lisa first and ignored her own feelings from day one. The abuse she endured from Betsy early on was outrageous, including being injured. When Carla finally stood her ground over Becky, Lisa treated her terribly. Carla deserves far better than this." Another wrote, "It all clicks now. That iconic scene felt like a warning to viewers about the chaos they created. Tracy represents women who, post-Me Too, stand up for each other, unlike Lisa and Betsy, who were quick to turn Carla into a doormat." A third added, "Never thought I'd wake up loving Tracy Barlow. Classic Corrie moment, absolute gold." A fourth viewer said, "That Tracy and Carla scene was outstanding. Tracy finally delivered the hard truths Carla needed. We know a Swarla reunion is coming, but realistically, there's no way back from a storyline involving a wife who wasn't actually dead." Despite the backlash, Swarla fans can breathe easy. Coronation Street producer Kate Brooks recently told The Mirror that the couple will eventually reunite and secure their happy ever after. If it happens, it will mark Carla's 6th marriage. She first wed the late Paul Connor after arriving on the street in 2006, later married Peter Barlow twice, and also tied the knot with Tony Gordon, who famously died in an explosion at the Knicker factory, as well as Nick Tilsley. Kate explained, "Becky was a huge obstacle thrown into their path, and her true nature has now been fully exposed. Lisa has finally come to understand just how deeply she was manipulated and lied to by Becky. We'll see Carla and Lisa slowly finding their way back to one another. There's a lot to work through, but the love between them never disappeared. Becky's shadow is finally being laid to rest, allowing them to move forward and focus on their future together. They'll get the happy ending they deserve, free from Becky and all the chaos she brought with her. It's going to be a romantic spring for Carla and Lisa, and it will definitely put a smile on a lot of faces." Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.